Russian leader Vladimir Putin declared on Thursday that more than 30 nations were lined up to join the BRICS bloc. This comes days after ex-US President Donald Trump declared that his administration would punish those countries seeking to join BRICS and create a new currency to counter the dominance of dollar. Last week Trump said, "If you are leaving the dollar, then forget about trading with US. We will impose 100% tariff on you." On Thursday, Putin said a total of 34 nations have now applied to join the bloc of developing countries. Putin said an active discussion has been initiated among all BRICS participants regarding the creation of a new category of partner states. BRICS has already undergone a major expansion this year. Iran, Egypt, Ethiopia, and the UAE joined the previous members, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, to form BRICS Plus. Simply put, the developing world is fast drifting away from the Western hypocrites towards a truly multipolar world. The way the US has weaponized dollar in international trade has weakened its reputation as a reliable tool for cross-border trade. That's why even NATO country Turkey last week applied to join the bloc. BRICS wants to create a new system that would offer the member nations an independent financial system, one that the US won't be able to control. Here are 5 major reasons why new nations are so willing to join BRICS. Number 1, diversification of trade and finance. In current system, many countries primarily use the US dollar for international trade and finance. This means they rely heavily on the US financial system. On the other hand, the BRICS is working on providing potential replacements. This includes trading in other currencies and developing new payment systems. For a member country, this means less reliance on the US dollar. It can make their trade and financial system more diversified and less exposed to US economic policies. Number 2, potential new payment systems. Today, many global transactions are processed through systems controlled by US-based institutions. On the other hand, BRICS is considering creating new payment systems that are not controlled by the US. This means member countries could have more control over their financial transactions and avoid potential risks from US economic decisions or sanctions. Number 3, gold-backed currency. Most international transactions are based on paper money today, which is not backed by tangible assets. Now, on the BRICS side, there are some discussions that a BRICS currency backed by gold may be floated. Since BRICS countries hold a significant amount of gold, a gold-backed currency could provide more stability and trust. Just before the 2008 financial crisis, official gold reserves held by BRICS nations have grown from just over 1,500 tons to over 6,600 tons today. It could make currencies of BRICS nations more valuable and reliable in international trade. Number 4, reduced impact of economic sanctions. The US can impose economic sanctions that restrict a country's ability to trade and access financial systems. But by joining BRICS and using other systems and currencies, a country could better protect itself from the impact of such sanctions. It creates options for economic transactions that are not controlled by the US. And number 5 is influence in global economics. The US dollar's dominance allows the US to borrow and spend extensively because there is high global demand for dollars. Now, as more and more countries join BRICS and use different currencies, it could reduce the global demand for the US dollar. This shift might weaken the dollar and lessen the US's economic power. For BRICS members, this can mean more influence in global economic policies and potentially better economic conditions for themselves. US has today imposed hundreds of sanctions on Russia, China, and Iran. All of them are BRICS members. US also keeps interfering in India's internal affairs, triggering concerns in New Delhi as well. That's why now all these bigwigs have joined hands to dethrone the USD and reclaim their fair share of global governance, a campaign that has now gained support from over 30 nations.